You work the door?
Yeah.
Dealing with all these unruly teenagers?
Right, for most of the concerts. Well, I was one of them. I was here from probably 68 to about 71 maybe, and all the kids that used to hang around here basically used to work for free, you know, the concerts, so we get in for free if we do something. So we either sell tickets or watch this door over here where there's an emergency exit and people used to try to sneak in all the time. So we used to just have to stand there and make sure nobody snuck in the concerts. But we were here for pretty much all the concerts except the Led Zeppelin one. That's the only one that we're just assuming it was because it was a school night. That's why we weren't here. It was a Tuesday night, I believe, because they said it was Nixon's inauguration night. But more than likely, that's the only reason.
And you were more excited about Nixon's inauguration?
I had nothing. I didn't even know anything about that either. But I just saw in the article in the paper they were saying it was a Tuesday night. Yeah, but we should see all the bands: Rod Stewart, Bob Seger, Grin.
What sticks out is great concerts.
Well, I think the wildest one was Iggy and the Stooges. That was something that nobody ever seen anything like that before. He came out just in wearing like a loincloth or a G-string, whatever, and that's all he had on, and just started jumping around and doing crazy stuff, and everybody here just was like, what the hell is this? We've never seen anything like this. And he was throwing himself on the floor around the stages and out in the crowd, and just, it was crazy. That was one that everybody talked about the most, you know, and just...
Did you have favorite local bands?
Probably Grant, Nils Lofgren. They played here. I think they were from Rockville. I think Nils Lofgren was from Rockville, and they played here quite often. You know, I think every few months or so, I believe, if they were in town, they'd play here. And Rare Earth played here a few times also. They were basically. We knew Grin's music and Rare Earth, because I think they had Get Ready, had the song come out, but most of the other bands hadn't really made it, and nobody really knew until later who they were, you know, like the Rod Stewart and Bob Seger's, I think it was Bob Seger's System at the time, and Dr. John played here, but most of those bands hadn't really broke out, so it was just another band at the time, but now it's, you know, a lot more, you know.
So do you ever think to like get any souvenirs, like a guitar pick or some of the gree that Dr. John was?
No, we just, I had some...
doors that you worked at?
Oh, okay.
All right, stand by the door here. All right, there we go. All right, here's the door.
Is that too much light?
All right. This is the door. Well, here, I'll get on the other side. Huh?
You just got to show that this is...
All right. Standing by the door.
Standing by the door.
Yeah.
This was the door I guarded. It was just to let nobody sneak in. I say the tickets were, I think, $1.50. So I mean, but still people tried to sneak in. So only a select few of friends who ones got in through these doors when I was working. But I think I was in 10th grade at the time, you know, and we stayed here. Pretty much the same people hung out, and what they did, all the kids would work for free, and then we got to see the shows, and we did pretty well. The roller skating, we do that, work roller skating, and then we had a basketball team that we played. But it was basically the concerts, just to see the concert. Then we'd have to hang around and clean up afterwards and stuff.
Didn't Barry Rick book most of these, or Barry Richards, excuse me?
Well, Barry Richards used to be up here quite a bit, but from what I understand, Barry Rick booked most of the bands. But Barry Richards, I think, had a lot to do with it also, because he was. Before I started hanging around here, they used to have, like '67, they used to have a lot of soul groups here, and I think Barry Richards was on a local station in Rockville, WINX, and he was, I think, known as Soul Brother Barry Richards, maybe, and then there was a transformation in like '68. He started coming around, and his hair was long, and I think he changed another, like a progressive station. And then he got a beard and sandals and jeans and t-shirts and long hair, and it just was a big change. And that's when most of the rock type bands started coming, when Barry Richards made that change. But I think Barry Rick had a lot to do with the bands that they booked. But yeah, it's amazing some of the bands that they got, for the time that they couldn't have been making any money because the tickets were $1.50, and if they 200 people come in, they made $50. So how much could they be making? So maybe it's just for exposure.